Hello guys, and welcome to a new video posted on my channel. Today I am going to be giving away my secret. As some of you may know, I love Battle. I love playing Battle. I've been playing it since the day it came out on June 21st, 2016. So just over 6 years of playing Battle, and it's one of my most favourite things to play ever. I really enjoy it, and I think I'd say I'm pretty good at it as well, because over the years I've gotten more knowledge on how to do well in PvP, but also I've got a lot more knowledge on the battle, on like the actual like the battle itself with the maps. So that includes like chest locations, shortcuts, routes, and just lots of different other stuff for battle maps to help me win. So I thought today I would give away most of my like tactics that I do to win in battle. This it's probably, I mean, it's a good idea for you guys to get better at battle. Not really a good idea for me because it means that I'll be giving away some of my secrets and stuff. But it's okay because I've been playing battle for a long time. So I feel like it's a good time for lots of you to know some of my tips and tricks. So yeah. The way it's going to work is I'm just going to go as fast as I can, tell as many of my tips and tricks as possible. Like I said, there are 50. So yeah, let's not waste any more time, and let's get started with talking about the 50 battle minigame tips and tricks. 1. Use a golden apple before you start a fight. This means that you go into the fight with regeneration for a short amount of time and 2 extra hearts. This means that you are more likely to win the fight. 2. Use a fire weapon before you use a regular one with higher damage. This means that with the fire effect on the player, they will be damaged slowly over time and they will be distracted by the fire. This means that you will be more likely to win the fight. 3. If you see La Papa in a ground of battle, run away. But if you see a waypause, it's a free kill. 5. On Crucible, always keep a fire resistance potion on you in case you get set on fire by the lava or simply fire. 6. On Libertalia, always keep Depth Strider boots on you so you can swim a lot faster in water. 7. Make sure that when you open chests at spawn, do not open them straight away in case you get binding. 8. If you have really good items on you, but you can't really use them, then either keep them in your inventory to make sure nobody else gets them, or throw them away off a ledge to make sure they don't get them. 9. Use knockback weapons from tall areas to easily eliminate other players. 10. On the temple battle map, lead players onto the top of the temple and then use a knockback weapon to hit them all the way from the top so they can die by full damage. 11. Use a fishing rod to hook onto players so they can get launched into the air and then fall to their death. 12. At the start of the game, always go to a god chest to get the best items straight away, such as power 5 bows, sharpness 5 pickaxes, and really good armor. 13. Always try to team with other players, and then when they are distracted, you can hit them in the back and then kill them, and then you can get the win. 14. When chasing someone, use punch 2 on yourself so you can get a big boost and then launch yourself forward, and then you can easily get to the other person in no time at all. The god chest locations on Cavern are here on the side of the map. Then you got the 2 up here on the top ring, as everyone knows, and then the last one is on the other side. The god chest locations on Cove are all the way here in the skull. Everyone knows about this one. And then the complete opposite side of the map is where the other god chest is. All the way in the ship, through the door, and there it is. There is the second god chest. The god chest locations on Crucible are all the way down here in between the blue and green beacons. Then there is one in the green beacon tower just there. There is also one at the very middle to get to, and you have to do the lava parkour to get to there. And then the last one is in this small little cage. The god chest locations on temple are here by the diamond tower area. There is one by the tree near the redstone and emerald areas. There is also one at the top of this bridge. And finally, the one that most people probably know as the most known one is the one at the very top of the pyramid. The god chest locations on Medusa are the one, there's one on the snake there, on the Medusa head, there's one just on the cliff right there, there is one over here on the mountain cliff, and finally, one that I had only just found out about when making the video, is one on that lamp right there. The god chest locations on Lair are the one on the bridge right there, the one where you have to activate the redstone for the blocks to come up to get to that. There is also one right by the egg that is hanging off the cliff, and finally, right by the egg is where the last god chest is. The god chest locations on Atlantis, there is a double chest right there near spawn. There is also one over here underneath the water. There is also one all the way in the corner where there's like a waterfall. It's all the way up the waterfall, and finally, the last god chest is over here by this side of the map. The god chest locations on Siege, there is one on top of this house right here. There is one hiding in that little in the wall right there. There is one on the top of kind of like the edge of the wall there. There is one on that big log right there. And finally, as Stephen just opened it for me, there is one hidden right there. The god chest locations on Ruin, there is one hanging off a little ledge there. And then you have to do parkour to get up there, and there is a god chest right there. There is also one on this side, and you have to jump on a slime block to get to it, as you can see right there, and then it gets you to the god chest. The god chest locations on Castle, there is one right there, kind of on the small bridge there. There is one in the throne room at the very top. There is also one inside of the chandelier in that room, and there is also one where you have to press the two levers on either side behind the armor stands in there, and you can get that god chest. The god chest on Invasion, there is one on top of the building right there, one on top of the UFO at spawn. There is also one near the little tower on that side of the map, and there is also one very, very hidden underneath there, like through the cracks between the buildings. On Shipyard, there is one on top of the crane at the very end. There is also one on top of this house by the edge. And finally, there is one very hidden inside of the ship down there. The god chest locations on Dig, there is one on that little bridge there, one on this long bridge, one on that long bridge, so they're kind of facing each other, and then one right below the big ice cube on the bottom. The god chest locations on Trunk, there is one kind of like on this, probably, I don't know what that is, probably like a clothing or something like that. There's a god chest kind of hidden in there by the bottom. There is one right there, kind of near spawn, where you have to walk across the diamond sword, and there is also one right underneath the bed near the wither. The god chest locations on Frontier, there is one at the end of the tracks, right there, right by it, on the edge. There is one on the very edge by those tracks. There is another god chest at the very back of the train, so through here. There you go, one right there, god chest right there, and finally, there is a god chest kind of on the canyon cliff side, and there it is right there. The god chest locations on Halloween, there is one inside of the clown's mouth on the haunted mansion. There is one at the top of the Ferris wheel. And finally, there is one which I only just found out about, which is one in this little house right there. The god chest locations on Festive, there is one at the very top of the Christmas tree. And there is also one halfway through the parkour to get to the Christmas tree. Finally, there is one in the Santa's Grotto room, and there's one there on the conveyor belt. On Capitol, there's one right there at the very top of that building. There is one hanging off the road at the top right there. There is another one hanging off another road at the very top right there. And then the fourth and final one is right here, kind of hanging off the building on the side of the map. The god chest locations on near Battalion. There is one near the main building, and there's one like kind of hanging off. There are two in this like in that cage kind of thing. So that's the first one. This isn't one of the cage ones, but it's near the top right there. And then here is the fourth and final one, which is also in a cage. The god chest locations on Atomics, there is one at the very top of that tower in the corner of the map. There is one at the top of the main tower in the middle of the map. And finally, there was one just randomly kind of like near the main tower on one of those buildings. And finally, god chest locations on Valley. There is one just, as you saw that, at the top of the blue dragon head. There is one at the end of the blue dragon where kind of like his tail is. You got to hang off the cliff to get to that one. The other one is at the top of the orange one in there. And then, yeah, there's also one right there as well. 36. If you want to stop fighting to go to heal or just stop fighting or whatever, then you can use an invisibility potion to hide your game tag in Showdown, so then you're completely hidden. 37. If you are getting targeted in a game of battle, you can change your skin so the other person will get lost trying to find you. 38. Do not waste food. Only use the certain food types for the amount that you actually get from that hunger so you don't run out. 39. Prot 3 and Diamond are the exact same, but Enchanted Diamond is the best armor piece. 40. If you think that you were going to lose a fight, quickly hit them with a knockback weapon, and then you can run away. 41. You can jump on slime blocks, so you don't have to bounce, so it's a lot quicker to get to the ground. 42. If you want to play a lot more competitively, you can turn off your music and turn your game sound all the way up so you can actually hear what's going on in the game. 43. When running upstairs, spam the X button, so spam the jump button so you can run up them faster. 44. It's quite similar to the last one. When you're running on a 2-block ceiling, if you spam X when you're doing it, then you can get through. If you act AFK by standing still and then someone goes up to you, you can quickly get out a weapon and then kill that person, so you get like a free kill. 46. If you have hardly any regular arrows left, then you can keep an infinity bow on you, so then you never run out of arrows, so you can shoot as much as you want. 47. This is one of the most known battle tricks, mostly known by the troller. The TNT knockback trick. So if you place down TNT, then use some kind of knockback weapon on the player, like you can pretend you're running away, then you can use it on them. 48. If you're being chased and you think you're about to die, if you throw lingering harming on the floor where you're running, then it will be hard for them to get through. 49. Remember spawn locations on maps, so then you can get easy free kills when it's infinite lives. So as you can see here, I was just running around Frontier to show you some of them there. And finally, number 50. If you're being chased, and then you can place TNT like round a corner or something, and then you can get them killed by the TNT. So that was my 50 battle minigame tips and tricks video. I really hoped that you guys enjoyed this. It took me a very long time to make. I planned this video months ago, but now it's finally out and I'm so happy that it's out. So yeah, hopefully you guys are going to use these tips and tricks to win future battle games. I don't really mind me giving my secrets away. Anyway, some of them are not really even mine. I just use some, like kind of like the Troller TNT Knockback one, and a few others. And there was like one other big battle trick, which I will say quickly, which I didn't really want to do 51 tips and tricks because it would be a bit weird. Which was if you get binding on Frontier, then you can go in a cactus and then you can lose it. But anyway, that was 50 battle minigame tips and tricks. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and also hit the bell to get notified whenever new video streams announced. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys!